7-day blog challenge, day number 6, creating call to actions and on-site subscription forms for your blog. Today I'm going to be walking you through the process of how to create attractive subscription forms for your website and also generating pop-up windows and welcome bars. And the purpose behind these is to get more people on your mailing list and newsletter, because that is one of the most important things to do when building a blog. Most people are going to come to your site, they're going to leave and likely never come back. So you need to get them on your mailing list time and time again. We're also going to be looking at adding a social profile section to your sidebar, and this will make it easy for people to start following you on social media. And we're also going to add the 4th blog post to our website. So let's get started. So here we are at the page so far at zachjohnson.net. We have our blog content on the right side of the page. We have our main content article for our main page of the website. And we also have a subscription form over here and another one at the bottom. But as you can see, they're really not that attractive. They don't have a lot of engagement with them, so not many people would sign up to something like that. So today I'm going to be showing you how to use a tool called Opt-in-Monster and actually walk through the process of building some amazing forms for your website, pop-up windows, and they are being used on basically all of my websites, and that's how I'm getting thousands of people on my newsletter and mailing list every single month. I'm going to show you how to do the same exact thing. So first thing we can do is head over to Opt-in-Monster. And you can get to the website by going to blogging.org/optinmonster. And that's going to get you the best price available because of any existing coupons or promotions that I might have going on with them at the moment. So you can see on their website, convert visitors into subscribers. Basically what they do is provide a solution where you can put amazing looking forms on your website. Right here you can see one. That's just a pop-up window. And here we have another one with exit intent technology. So if somebody was leaving for your website, you would actually see a pop-up window appear. There's also A/B testing. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this plugin. It's really amazing, and that's why I'm showing you guys how to use it. So to get started, all you have to do is click on the Get Opt-in-Monster Right Now button. And as you can see, the pricing is also extremely cheap. We're talking about $9 per month when you go with the annual setup. If you need some of the bigger packages, they cost a little more, but $9 is perfectly fine to get started with. So now I'm going to log in and actually walk you through the process of how to set up a few of these forms. So the first thing we're going to do is click on the Create a Campaign button, and right away you're going to see different types of campaigns you can choose from. A lightbox pop-up, full screen, a slide-in, a floating bar, a sidebar one. We're going to start with the lightbox. So we're going to click that one. Next, we can find a menu that looks really good that we might want to use for our site. So I'm just going to choose this one right here. And we're going to name it Zach Johnson Net Pop-Up. Now we're going to actually build it and put this onto our website. Once you select the type of pop-up you want to use, you'll then be sent into the editor where you can actually build it yourself. And right here you can see it says click to add image. I actually went ahead and created an image for this just to show you what it would look like. We can go like this, insert image, and as you can see, it's that simple to make a custom image pop-up where you're actually giving a call to action that says enter your email address for free access, 7-day blog challenge. The person would then enter their email address here and get subscribed to your mailing list. So we can now walk through the process of how to actually integrate this with ConvertKit, which I showed you how to set up in the previous videos. First, we're going to add a new website. This is going to be Zach Johnson Net. Go to Save Website. Cookie duration, that looks good. This is all good. Now in the opt-in section, we can actually change the theme if we wanted to. If we could just click that, you can see all the other themes available. I'm happy with what we have, so we're going to switch that. Right now, we're just collecting the email address. If we want, we can actually add a name. So now you can see on the form, it says enter your name, enter your email address. We can also change the colors. We can change the fonts. We can change the sign up button, how it looks. Pretty much anything that you want to change on here, it's that easy to set up. Now let's go to the yes, no feature. Do you want to enable a yes or no button? For this one, I personally don't, but if you did, you could just make it say, something like, do you have a blog? And if they click yes, then they would get one option. And if they click no, they would get another option. So you can actually set this up to pretty much do whatever you like on your website with a yes, no feature, or just simply having them input an email address. So now if we click on the success button, we can see what the user will actually see after they fill out the pop-up form on your site. So what do you want to happen? Do you want them to see this thing, or do you want them to actually be sent to a different web page, just close the opt-in and reload the page, or just close the opt-in altogether? So I'm just going to leave it as display a success theme, and it'll look just like that. And we can actually customize this to make it look and say whatever we like, but for this example, I'm going to leave it as is. Now let's go to the display rules. This is the really cool section, because when should the campaign appear? When someone comes to your website, when do you want them to see that actual pop-up? And we're going to set this up so they're going to see it within 3 seconds of being on the web page. Another exciting feature is the exit intent, and you can actually have it set up so when someone scrolls to close out your page, another pop-up will appear and say, hey, wait, fill out this form real quick. But for this example, we're just going to stick with the 3-second pop-up window, and you'll be able to see this on your website. Now, after setting up when your campaign should appear, we can actually go down and see who should see the campaign. And as you can see here, you can do browser settings when they're doing specific pages, after a person's viewed a certain amount of pages, how long they've been on your web page, new visitors versus returning customers. Let's just set this up so that it only shows when a new visitor is coming to the website. We're going to go to save. Next, we can go to integrations. So right now we need to set this up to work with ConvertKit so that when someone comes to our website, they actually put in their email address and then get subscribed to our ConvertKit mailing list. So to do that, we can go add another integration, select our provider, and there we see ConvertKit. And now it's going to ask us for our API key. So if you remember last time, we can log right into our WordPress dashboard area, click on ConvertKit within the settings area, and it's going to show us our API key. We can simply copy that, bring it back over to Opt-in Monster, paste it in, and then just give it a label and say ZJNet API. Then we just click on the button to connect to ConvertKit. So now everything here looks good. We have our provider in place, we have our email provider name, and then we have our form. So again, we already set this up in ConvertKit. Zach Johnson newsletter looks good. We can also set up lead options here as well if we have a course or autoresponder in place. So all of this looks great. We can go to save. Next, we can click on the analytics section. And if you have a Google Analytics account already set up, all you have to do is go to add new account, connect to it, and you're good to go. So we can now go to save and then publish to get this set up on our site. So here we have this all set up, so we can go real quickly. Status, we're going to put that on live. We have our website right here. Now we want to set this up with WordPress. So we click on WordPress. We're going to go to download WordPress plugin. This is going to download Opt-in Monster right to our computer. We can go back to our WordPress site. We're going to go to dashboard, plugins, add new, upload plugin, choose file, and grab the Opt-in Monster file from our computer. Then we just need to click on install now, activate the plugin, and now we can see the Opt-in Monster plugin is now set up. All we have to do now is click this button right here that says Connect Opt-in Monster, connect your account, and to finalize this process, we just need to grab our API key from Opt-in Monster, and to do that, you just go back to Opt-in Monster, click on our member profile, go to My Account, click on API, click Create New Key, give this key a unique ID name. Again, we'll just go with ZJNet, create, and then we can have our API key right here. We're just going to copy it, go back to WordPress, plug it in, connect to Opt-in Monster, and then we're going to be good to go. So once the API key and everything is confirmed, we're going to see this right here where it says opt-ins. If nothing appears, simply click on the refresh opt-ins, and you're going to see this section here. All we have to do is click on go live, and then this will start to appear on our site. And now we can head over to the blog and see how it works. Perfect. We've been to our website. The pop-up came up. It says enter your email address to get free access. All we have to do is enter an email address into here. Click on sign up, and then it gives us our subscription form. It says, thanks for subscribing. Please check your email for further instructions. And that's how easy it is to set up an amazing pop-up form on your website that's going to work extremely well for getting people to engage and sign up to your mailing list. Now let's do the same thing, except this time set one up for the right side menu bar, because this one looks good, but it could look a whole lot better. Now, since we have Opt-in Monster already installed in our WordPress theme, all we have to do is click on Opt-in Monster on the left side menu. Now we can just click on Create New Opt-in. So this time we're going to click the sidebar option. We're going to choose one of these. This one looks nice. We'll go with ZJNet Sidebar as the name. Start building it. And as you can see, it's going to be just like last time, where everything looks really nice. We can click on this, customize it, get my free SEO report. We can simply click here and make it say whatever we'd like. So change this to start a blog today. Get my best tips and tricks in your email. So all of this looks great. We can set this up right away. We have our website here. We're going to click zachjohnson.net. This looks perfect. We have the opt-in setup here. Again, we can go with the name, or we can just set up with email address. Full customization with all these settings over here. Yes, no option. Showed you this last time if you wanted to have yes or no instead of a form field. We can also do the success again. If someone fills out the form, you can have them change it to go to a different page, or you can just simply have that appear on the screen. Display rules, just like last time, but since this is going to be in the sidebar, you're pretty much going to want to leave it there all the time. But if you want to customize it to show different forms on different web pages, all of those options are here as well. Next, we have to go to integrations. We already have this set up for the most part. We just have to click on ConvertKit again. And then we're going to select the account that we are sending it to. So that's the API that we already added. And then we are going to click on the form where we want the email addresses added to. All of this still looks great. We're going to go to save. Then we're going to go to publish. And we already have this set up, so WordPress is in place. So all of this looks great. We're going to head back to Opt-in Monster on our blog, click refresh again. And now it shows this new sidebar here. We can click go live. And now from this page, we're actually going to go to our appearance section, click on widgets, and here we can replace the old subscription form with the new one. So here we have the old one. We're just going to click on delete. Then we're going to scroll down and find the one that says Opt-in Monster. We can drag this up, place it right where the other one was. Click on save. Now we can go back to our website. This is what it looked like before. And this is what it will look like now. Look how amazing that subscription form looks compared to what we had in place before. And again, we can just type an email address into here. Click sign up, and it's going to give us that same confirmation message, and it's going to be set up perfectly. So now that I've shown you how to create an amazing pop-up window through Opt-in Monster and also a sidebar subscription form, I now want to just show you how to add some social networking buttons to your right column page as well. And it's also going to be very easy to set up. So let's just head back to our dashboard. We're going to go into the appearance section, click on widgets, and you're going to see one here that says MTS social profile icons. We're going to grab this one, put it here, and all you're going to have to do is type in your social profiles. So you can say, follow me on social media. Then you just need to fill out each of the social profiles that you're currently on. Once you have them all in place, all you need to do is click save. You can head back to your website, click refresh, and then we're going to see that the social plugins are now right on our page. So just follow me on social media. You can see our Facebook, Google+, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, and any other ones that you like. If you click on it, it's going to send you right over to the social profile. You're going to be good to go. And the last thing I want to do in this video is once again add a new blog post to our website, because we want to continually add new content that's going to act as our pillar content, the best content on the site that we can continually reference back to. And that's what we're going to do now. Go to posts, add new. And this time we're going to write a blog post on why it's so important to have a mailing list for your blog. And we can title this one, Why Every Blog Needs to Have a Mailing List. Again, we can just make this all look pretty, italicize, bullet point areas, add some images, drag over a couple images from our computer. Insert these into our post. That looks like a good image there. We're going to grab this one, move it down the page, because here we talk about ConvertKit. We're going to make this an H3. And then we can also link this right to the ConvertKit website if we wanted to. So everything here looks great. We're gonna have one last call to action at the bottom there. Looks good. So now we also want to link back to one of our previous articles that we already wrote. We can just highlight some text that's relevant. We're going to link back to our content article that we wrote on how to create the best content for your audience. Turn that into a link. Next, we can add it to the category section of blogging resources. And of course, we also need to add a featured image. We can drag over another file, set that as the featured image. And the last part of the process is to clean up our Yoast SEO section. Once that looks good, all we have to do is click on the publish button, and we can then go see it live on our website. Why every blog needs to have a mailing list or a newsletter. Here's the link to our previous article. If we click that, it brings us back to the original. We can go back to the post that we just created. We can see this nice image here, have our headlines, we've got our bullet points, we have our link to an example of a website someone that can sign up to, another nice image, and of course we have our subscription form right here. And if we came to the website for the first time, we would also have that pop-up window. So we covered a lot in this video, and this is really when blogging gets exciting, because this is how you build a mailing list. You get people to keep coming back to your website. And as you can see, this site is developing into something really amazing looking from its original design. So again, stay in the members area, read through the PDF files, go through the daily action notes, and watch these videos and replicate this process. And always be sure to send me an email and let me know how your blog is going, because I'd love to see what you've created so far.